What the heck? Scorpio, welcome to your reading for your Mercury retrograde Scorpio Sun Rising Moon. Hello, my name is Angelo 77. It's 6 a.m., close to 6 a.m. in the morning here in Germany. I could not sleep the whole night because intense energies, but I want to continue doing the work here. So welcome for your reading. If you're new at this channel, this is crazy because this door here from the cupboard, as you see on the right here, it just opened. Calling upon archangels, love, light, spirit, be here with us, please. For Scorpio, you're at the right time, at the right place with the right spiritual team. They are energizing already the cards that we're going to use today for the messages that you need to hear for your Mercury retrograde. So it's all about energy oracle card decks to see your current energies, as well as tarot. I will pull 4 tarot cards. The last lesson, the current challenge for this Mercury retrograde for you, and everything that is coming. Let's see, because I made the notes yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't know. Okay, let's start with Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Moon. By the way, everything that you need to know about my person is in the description box below, and I'm also available for readings, as in coaching, one-on-one coaching with tarot cards, intuition. Take what resonates. Oh, okay. Scorpio, I might be attached to some deceitful situations or people in your life. There's attachment card and deceit. Take what resonates, and you're questioning more and more if this person or the situation is actually for you. Maybe it's also in regards to your thoughts, your beliefs, maybe some sabotaging thoughts or beliefs. I also see the goddess of the moon here, owning your emotions, being more secure. Maybe you've been going through some anxiety here because there's a red colors, root chakra. If the root chakra is imbalanced, we are a lot worried, doubting, everything, okay? No, but I feel in regards to your community, but it might be even mind, body, soul, mind of thing, mind, body, spirit, But I feel the majority is for the community. Okay, they said last time to shuffle the recent past, the first card that is coming, carrying connections in reverse. Okay, as we have spoken in community, in some friends, in some circles. But this is something that you realized more and more with time. What is the present energy for you, Scorpio, the healer of the ages? I feel you need to realize more and more that you are a healer, healing yourself from these situations, from these people, from these relationships. What is the future envy? 5:55, change is coming to you, Scorpio. It's 55 past 5, 17% battery. Beautiful energies here. Why? Because change is coming anyways for the both of us. This is a synchronistic sign for the both of us, and I'm so happy. And I feel you don't realize right now that you are healing, or that you need to give yourself permission to heal and follow more the light. Not holding on to a grudge, Scorpio. This is not the energy that we want to put ourselves into, okay? You're not here, you didn't come here to this planet to raise the vibration in the collective through holding grudge on people. It's about forgiving, but not forgetting. You learn lessons to raise your vibration, to understand that you are a healer. But how can you understand that you are a healer, and how you can even heal other people? By healing first yourself, by going through the shit, alchemizing the shit into gold, and then teaching other people how to do this thing. That's it. Let's see, Scorpio. The moon and the star. Yes, you more and more tapping into your divine life purpose, but it's revealing itself to you from your subconscious mind, but you don't see it right now. They say 2 times shuffling. Yeah, 7 of swords in reverse and the moon. Your subconscious already tells you the whole time, this person is deceitful. This person is not honest. The situation is not honest. You are maybe not honest towards yourself. It seemed like carrying connection in the beginning, but it was just a reflection of your own light, golden mirror. What is the past lesson that you have been through in the Mercury retrograde? Judgment, spiritual enlightenment. But I feel like when they told me surrendering to the divine, and receiving messages. Maybe in the past Mercury retrograde you have been through some judgment in regards to karma, or you've received some things. But I feel like also in regards to being the light bringer to other people. When I look at this card here, the past lesson of judgment, I hear contracts. Followed more your divinity, followed more your soul mission. But it's in reverse. I feel like upside down about everything. What is even my soul mission? What is my purpose here on earth? What is like going on here? How can I surrender to source? What are even angels? Those kind of questions here when I look at this card. Your current Mercury retrograde challenge, or the thing that will come to you, the magician, trickster energy, deceit energy. I got goosebumps because they show me the vision of this card here that we had in the bottom of the deck. Now we have bottom of the deck community. But there was this red color, this deceit, and I see this here. Like, I feel like there's some tricksters in your community, some magicians, maybe some people who feel like they're kind of being spiritual towards you, or in their friendships, or in the community that you are, the circle, the friends, 22% battery. But they're actually not really. Like, I met some people in my life, literally, like so many people. Like, I'm grateful for these people because they co-created me to my present being that I am in front of this camera. They helped me to become this person. Though they were really, like, when I was alone with them, super spiritual, like creating this illusion, you know, like being like super spiritual and like talking with me about lessons, angels, and blah, blah, blah. But when we were with the friends and all together, not even talking really about that. Super like as if they were wearing a mask, and I was like the guy that was spiritual. You know, like, I don't know how to explain that, but whenever I was with the friend circle together, I was like the person that was not holding himself back. I was just like shining with my light, with the knowledge that I have, because this is my purpose here, raising the vibration of the collective through my knowledge, through my experience. But this person, that when I'm alone with this person, they were like super spiritual, but when we were in friendships or circles, they were like more adapting and dimming their own light and adapting to the frequency of the others. And it was not spiritual, it was not really high vibing. Like, not saying this from a judgmental point of view, but it's just fact, you know. The frequency of them was like more like 3D. I was talking in 5D. And when I was alone with this person, we were both in 5D. But when we like all together with friends, this person tuned into 3D. Like, you know, it's just like, what the fuck? Stay true to who the fuck you are, you know? But with the magician card, the current lesson for you in this Mercury retrograde is also understanding that you are the magician. And I feel like you prayed a lot in the last Mercury retrograde, they told me. And you didn't receive so far the fruition or your prayers, but the prayers are received. The thing is, Scorpio, and I just hear them telling me to you, what are your tools about the prayers that you did, about the manifestations that you want to manifest? What kind of tools do you have at your table that you could utilize to do the 50% coming from your side, so your angels can meet you on the other 50%? You have to, or you get to come to a place through the Mercury retrograde where you can take steps forward. You get to take steps forward. but it's in your hands with what kind of tools and how to utilize them and when to utilize them. And I feel like the universe or the Mercury retrograde is slowing things down in your life, that are taking the time and the priority to utilize actually the tools that you could utilize, that you could use for doing the steps forward for the manifestations that will bring you abundance, prosperity, blossoming. But it's also about you prioritizing and taking this time to get to these circumstances. What is the hope here for you? Ace of Swords. This idea, this intuitive thought, this download from source that brings a lot of success, but it's in your hand again. Look, in your hand again. Do you take this faith, this belief about you can create things by understanding your tools and doing the things? Look, two major arcanas, man. Two major arcanas here. It's in your hands. And also about choosing you with the belief in regards to those caring connections. What is the bigger picture and the outcome for you? The Five of Pentacles in reverse. Letting go of the people that are putting themselves into situations where I feel like they're victimizing themselves and you try to heal them, but they're just like very delusional, you know, like kind of creating illusions, putting themselves into victimhood, and you try to help them, you try to uplift them. And I feel like with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, is like you understanding who is actually just like using the free access to your energy and who not. I feel like this might be even you. Sorry, I just like something is come out here. Oh, sorry. But do you see the sun? Oh my god, I love it. It might be even you with the Five of Pentacles here. That it will find its end. You putting maybe yourself even to victimhood mentality and you moving forward, Scorpio. And I feel like it's more your energy. With the deceit and that when we were shuffling and the community card here, maybe you are surrounded by people who are like more overachievers and like very, very competitive in the community. And like I've reached 20k followers on Instagram and like talking constantly about their like things and never asking about your process or your you know, like finances maybe even, or like your job or the progress that you have made, the how is it called, the steps forward that you have made, the goals that you reached. And maybe when you talk about these things on your own, like coming, like telling, like talking about these things, sorry, it's in the middle of the morning, they're not really like applauding for your path, for your progress. And I feel like you are coming to a place where you finally see that you are surrounded by some people who are very, maybe even envy towards you. And it creates also an envy towards them, like vice versa energy. Like even this person that I just mentioned about like the spiritual person and blah, blah, blah. This person was also very like overachiever energy. Whenever I spoke about my success, this person was making me feel like as if they were having a resistance towards my success, like in the way of how their energy spoke towards me, how they looked towards me, and it felt like forcing themselves to be happy with me. And whenever they spoke with me about their success, honestly, sometimes I tried to be like super like, sometimes I felt envy towards them. And I tell you, this is vice versa energy, maybe in this with you as well. But then I had also momentum where I was very like applauding, sometimes maybe even forcing myself, but more of the times I tried to change my perspective so much onto this person, so it became more authentic to applauding for them, to be like inspired by them. You know, it's because always my perception towards a person. But honestly, from this person, like the energy that I always felt, it was so competitive, and I'm just like, ugh. I'm so happy that I'm not surrounded anymore with this person, or that this person doesn't have any seat anymore at my table. Like, I'm telling you, I feel like this is something that you go through as well with the person that you think of right now, this caring connection. Get yourself out from there. I feel like they're also dimming your light of being this healer that you actually are, Scorpio. As I was mentioning in the beginning, you always talk with them about 5D, but then when you're surrounded with the friends in the community, you're like the crazy person, like the spiritual hippie or whatever, and they just like super in 3D, dimming their own light and not really being authentic. 33% battery. Take what resonates. Scorpio, this was your Mercury retrograde reading. If you feel like resonating with this message here and you want to, like, I don't know, do whatever you want to do, I deeply, highly appreciate donations towards my channel so I can buy also, the right equipment and the tools. Right now, I'm just like using whatever I can utilize, magician energy. And I have also free slots for coaching, 101 reading, 30 minutes, tarot cards, intuition, my cards, my experience. I would love to, because this is something I do with my friends whenever we have bonding time. And if I get paid for this thing, why not? Or if you have any requests for any reading, I have free slots. Everything that you need to know about my person is in the description box below. I send you so much love for your retrograde season, for the eclipses, for everything that is going through right now in your life. Blessings, abundance, and bye.